What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review The Flash, Season 2, Episode 4, titled The Fury of the Firestorm. It's a spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, please go to thecw.com/theflash. Watch the full episode there. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Sorry I'm a few days late. Man, had a rough week, guys. Last night I couldn't sleep at all. Back pain, stomach pain. It's one of those nights where you couldn't find a good position in bed, and then you sleep right directly under the fan. It's a crappy night I had. So yeah, and then watching The Flash on my DVR and my back. You pop your back and you strain it really bad, where it's just painful all day. And then trying to watch something is not the very best thing ever. It feels pretty shitty. So either way, let's get right to it. Arrow's coming up next, baby, and then we're going to have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. up. So stay tuned for that. Here we go, The Flash. Jeff Johnson. We're going to call him Jax because he likes being called Jax. So Jeffrey Johnson, a football player. In the beginning, it's about 2 years before the opening. Which is like a flashback, and he's a football player, everything, he's going to get a scholarship and everything. He's pretty badass at it. And the particle accelerator blows up, of course, and the accident happens, and, well, he's a metahuman. Stein is okay, of course, from last week. Stein is, he has, this wheelchair from Reverse Flash that, stabilizes him. Man Shark. There's a tease of Man Shark going on, baby. Man Shark's, we got a tooth. Patty Spivot being sexy and being like, well, we found this tooth. It's something of a Man Shark. Metahumans, that happens. So anyway, Iris is nervous about meeting her mom, so she's rightfully so. Two people are for Firestorm. This guy named Henry or Jeffrey Johnson. Those are two contestants that could work with Stein in order to, be compatible. Harrison Wells is in the building. He's literally in the particle accelerator building. He's just walking, being creepy, being Tom Cavanaugh. I like that. It's kind of really, Cisco didn't vibe and feel like Harrison Wells is here. Okay, we'll see that soon. Iris tells her mom to stay away. She says, Francine, listen, I know you're probably a good person, but I'm just going to need you to stay away. And you're kind of like, wow, Iris, okay. And Joe's there. Joe really, they met at a coffee shop. Wouldn't it be better to meet at a house instead of, if it became an emotional thing and then she, and everyone's watching and all that? Wouldn't it be better to be at the house? Henry tries to merge, but it doesn't work. He's all ready to be Firestorm. He's like, I always wanted to be a hero. I love you, Dr. Stein. I love your book. Amazing book, sir. Let's merge. What is this? Next time, don't get my hopes up. He's a dick, dude. He just walked out and everything. Barry was never for Henry, so that was a good thing, because Henry was not a likable guy. He was really a dick. But not Dick Grayson. So anyway, Jax is not interested in being, part of it or anything, so he's a mechanic. Wells is stealing something from Mercury Labs, being a little old Harrison Wells there. So Joe's investigating. Francine is dying. We find out that she's dying. That kind of sucks. I think she's lying. I'm kidding. I don't think she's lying. But I was like, well, she used to be a junkie and everything. She just wants to know Iris, but it sucks that she's gonna die, dude. So that got the emotion in me. I was like, damn, Iris is being a douche to her. Jax doesn't want to be a superhero. Henry has powers and he's angry. This is where he becomes Talmok. He becomes a villain of some sort, and he has powers and he drains energy. He almost has like a Firestorm without being Firestorm, basically. And basically that's where he's angry and he's like, get out of my lab. So Joe is keeping Wells from Barry. He doesn't want him to know about it. Caitlin sees Jax and she tells, Ronnie's story, saying, how he saved the city and everything. It kind of motivated Jax. And Henry arrives. He ends up hitting Jax, blasting him to the side. And basically, I love how Jax, because he's a good he used to be great at football, throws this metal object and hits Henry in the head. Doesn't knock him out, but for sure they escape. And, well, Jax and Stein, they merge and he becomes Firestorm. Oh, that was a really cool scene. And they're at this football field. This is where the final boss battle is going down, and they fight Henry, and they're kind of messing with him. They cut the power and everything, and they're taunting him and oh man, you really suck. Yeah. And it's pretty fun. He's just kind of there, he's just kind of like that. But still, it's pretty cool to see the new Firestorm kick ass for what we got. And after that, well, they win, and Stein and Jax leave. Man Shark attacks Barry while he is literally he's spying on Patty. He's like, oh yeah, Patty Spivot. Wouldn't mind seeing that. And then just like Man Shark just grabs him. And the voice is David Hayter, who is the voice of Solid Snake, or the original voice of Solid Snake. So, kept you waiting. Like, just literally smushes him. No. But Man Shark, dude, I think David Hayter, I just believe he did confirm that he is the voice of Man Shark. So, dude, Man Shark, I was like, holy, damn. Like, so comic booky, dude. Like, did Man Shark walk all the way to where Barry is, like, through the city? Did he really just, like, really? Are you kidding me? Like, wouldn't you hear him coming or something? Because he's a pretty big guy. I don't think he could, like, become a human. So that's pretty damn crazy. You telling me he walked on walked on land the whole damn time. Okay, no one reported it. Not like a lot of people. There's a giant shark, please? Okay. Yeah, Lance is like, oh yeah. Only in Central City. That's what it's called, right? Central City? Wells saves Patty and Barry. He basically reveals himself to Barry, that Harrison Wells. He takes off his hoodie. Tom Cavanaugh, silly bastard. What do I think about this episode overall, guys? Let me give you the pros first off. I do love the new Firestorm, Jeffrey Jackson. He's a really cool guy, dude. Just I don't know, something about him, because Robbie Amell, he was good, but it felt like Robbie Amell's one of those actors that was like demanded, like, oh, I'm gonna be in this. Like, he was never really there, Robbie Amell. Hopefully, Jeffrey Jackson, of course, I think is gonna go into the Legends of Tomorrow finally, so we will have our Firestorm there. I think it's just more better. I don't know. Something about Jeffrey Jackson is having that jock engineer type of guy would seem more interesting. The ending of the episode, dude, Wells revealing himself was probably one of the best endings out of season 2 so far. Out of the 4 hours we've got of season 2, that ending was really well done. Man Shark, dude, the effects on Man Shark were really great. I'm not gonna lie, the effects, dude, were pretty damn awesome. And I'll get to my cons about the effects, but those were the only good effects in this whole episode was Man Shark. Patty, dude, Patty Spivot, as always, she's just so nervous because she's trying to lie to Barry, and then she's just really bad at it. So it's kind of a cute thing to see Patty do that. Stein in here is amazing. Victor Garber, you can never go wrong with him. He's always perfect in The Flash, and I'm glad he's alive, glad he's okay, and I'm glad his voiceover for Firestorm always scientifical. Harrison Wells being back, Tom Cavanaugh, I'm glad that he revealed himself to Barry, and I'm glad that next week we're going to see some more Harrison Wells and see where that gets, because he is from Earth 2. He's a dick, but he's the real Harrison Wells. And Joe, and the way that he's dealing with Francine and his... I love seeing Joe with Iris, and he's just like, oh, that was when you were 2 years old. We gave you ice cream. Mint chocolate. You know, it's like just messing with her and everything. That's when you're like, mint chocolate. Oh, that's where that obsession came from. Just like that whole chemistry thing that Joe and Iris and Barry and all them have. It's perfect, man. It's always good to see that on screen, and always gets you a little at the heart. And the taunting as well. The last thing for pros is the taunting Barry and Jax taunting Henry. That was pretty good taunting for sure, man. That would piss me off. You don't even deserve these powers. Alright. The only cons, Henry, dude. I didn't like the whole Henry, how he turned a villain and everything. Let's be honest, it was kind of like, oh, he turned a villain. Yay, didn't see that coming. Like, that never happened. The person, he just became a villain. It was kind of like, he wasn't even that strong of a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, because to do it within 40 minutes, this episode, it's kind of just, they don't really do much, They say, oh, he's a villain. Okay, oh well. The ending fight, the whole fight with Henry and everything, it wasn't that good. It was disappointing, the fight, really. Because again, there's no fight, like, there's no fight there. It's just kind of, oh, blast. Oh, you distract me. He hit me. Oh, I'm defeated. That's it. Like, we just saw 40, like, take the commercials out. We just saw 40 minutes and you're doing the fight and, oh, he got defeated. Didn't see that coming. You know what I'm saying? There's no meat there, Oh, you got defeated. Okay. As well, there are a few boring and slow parts in this episode. There are just a few scenes that were really slow. Some are really boring. So, kind of sucks for that. The effects in here, dude, that opening effects, dude, were so bad, dude. I mean, when he's running in the football field and like, it was pretty damn bad of the effects, dude. I don't blame them, you know, I'm not saying that, I don't say effects make the show a better thing or not. I'm just saying for that specific scene there, dude, the effects were not the greatest. I've seen better effects on The Flash, and they just didn't put that much money into. It's fine. I'm not saying it's a sucky show. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying the effects for this specific episode, besides the Man-Shark effects, were perfect. The other effects in here were... goddamn. Sometimes Firestorm flying is good, but sometimes it sucks as well. Iris's mom, that whole storyline... I don't care for it. I'll watch it, but I just know that I don't care for it. It's emotional, yeah, it is emotional, but at least she mentioned, she didn't say the name, but at least we know Wally West is coming very soon. At least she dropped that. And as well, the compass. Caitlin gave Jax a compass, and I was like, really? You gave him a compass? A compass? No, because there's no GPSs on phones or anything like that. Hey, this to find your way home, a compass. Bitch, you don't even know me. Give me a compass. What's wrong with you? Why give me a compass? No, I can fly. To find your way home. Oh my God. Guggenheim. What's wrong with you? Are you on drugs when you're making this stuff? Seriously, guys. Really, Berlanti, guys? A compass? It was like, what was it? It was my mother's, or it was Ronnie's or something. I don't know what she said. It was just, no. Pretty bad there. So overall, I'm going to give this Flash episode a B-, secondarily a solid C. It's a good episode overall, guys. It wasn't great, it wasn't that bad. Slightly disappointed with this episode, but it was way better than, Do You Feel the Cold Now, Barry? The whole family of rogues last week. It wasn't a bad episode last week, but for sure this week, it was good. Nothing more, nothing less, you know. So I'm very excited for next week's episode, though. Next week looks really great, and it looks like it's going to top the past 2 weeks of an episode. So thanks again. Comment down below. Let me know what did you think about The Flash, and I'll see you all for the next one. And don't forget Arrow and all my other shows. Gotham, Supergirl, The Walking Dead. Links down below to a lot of it. Spock be with you always.